If you're looking for a really great movie to stay home and watch this weekend, I would highly recommend The Fifth Wave. It's on Hulu. It was made back in 2016 before all of this woke nonsense took over. It is incredibly well done. It incorporates different elements of other movies like Independence Day, V, the series, the Walking Dead series. There's even some elements of Starship Troopers in it. But the way they do it is seamless, and they tell a fantastic story that I think a lot of us will recognize. It's called The Fifth Wave. But make no mistake, I would stay home this weekend. Now, I counseled many times, get out of crypto. Not specifically just Bitcoin, get out of all of it. Years and years ago, I said it might be a good idea. But once the dollar speculators got into it, they ruined it. And now all of this warning of new variants, there's another one. There's another one, and the sell-off has already begun on Wall Street, down 1,000 points. This is supposed to be the time of year when most big corporations make their money right now going into the holidays, and they are losing it hand over fist because of what's coming. 25 November 2021, heavily mutated coronavirus variant puts scientists on alert. Researchers are racing to determine whether a fast-spreading variant in South Africa poses a threat to COVID vaccines' effectiveness. I wonder if they're going to censor this because it's calling into question, well, never mind. You see, I was wondering about this, about how they could be so sure about taking this one direction while also saying there could be other variants. Because if there would be other variants, you could never really know how they were going to react to current mitigation protocols. And now there's this huge growing list of countries with curbs, and it's a lot of them, and it's growing by the minute. Denmark, Morocco, the Philippines, Spain have all banned travel from South Africa until they have a better understanding of it. And I read some details on this, guys, and it's this one might be the real deal. Worst ever COVID variant, what we know so far, 26 November 2021, updated 2 hours ago. Scientists have raised the alarm about the new B.1.1.529 COVID-19 variant, first identified in Botswana, which has an extremely high number of mutations that may drive new waves of infection. The strain is understood to have spread rapidly across southern Africa. It already accounts for 90% in Gauteng province. And like I said, it's in other countries already. So I thought it would be a good idea, since people are talking about all these variants and the Greek alphabet. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, iota, kappa, lambda, mu, and we're on nu right now. Capital letter N, small letter V. Now, some of you will recognize this small letter as having a bit of prophetic importance, because VOV, VOV, VOV stands for 666. And that's from, well, you'd have to read the Bible to understand that, but make no mistake, guys, it is killing stocks right now. Killing stocks. Stock markets, news live update. Dow sinks 900. It's over 1,000 now, last check. Having worst day this year as new COVID variant fans lock down fears. What makes this so bad, guys, is this is supposed to be when things go up. U.S. stocks slumped Friday with global markets rattled by a new coronavirus variant discovered in South Africa, which fanned concerns that new growth-crushing lockdowns could be imposed. Of course, it's going to be the reaction, not the actual thing itself. Trading volumes were low due to the Thanksgiving holiday in the U.S., which could be contributing to volatility. However, major benchmarks fell sharply at the opening bell, indicating Wall Street was in for a rough, abbreviated post-Thanksgiving section. DJI plunged 1,000 points, or 2.8% around midday. And guys, it's just going to be 2020 over again. 2022 is going to be 2020 over again. Mark my words on this. Because they're even saying that there are some stocks that are doing well, like Zoom, And like Netflix and other things that are centered around people just chilling, staying home. And that's kind of the death knell for crypto, really. It's kind of a convoluted thing to explain, but crypto is designed for those who are out and about and doing. People exchanging one to another. And I know, yes, you can transfer it online, but it's not what it was really designed for. It was designed to replace fiat currency. But when they tied fiat currency to it, the speculators, that's that. Meaning that you can go in and take your dollars and then buy crypto, and then because you're doing that, the value of crypto goes up, and the more people that do that, the more the value goes up. It's not that more people are buying miners and mining crypto. It's that more people are buying it with dollars. So, just saying, this might be a time to take a breath, step back, and if you do have shopping to do, perhaps maybe do it online. Because I know a lot of people are going to disagree with this, but going way, way back, people said, SB 2006, Florida, didn't you know that there was a provision in Florida state law that allowed for them to mandatorily vaccinate blah, 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 blah? Yeah. Why would it have been in 2006? Why would it have been 15 years ago? You see, because before the most recent 2020 sniffles, there were things out there. There were things out there that were devastating. If they got into large populations and began to run unchecked, people didn't have any problem believing this prior to 2020. Just because this particular issue wasn't really what they said it was, and the overreaction to it caused a great deal of devastation, doesn't change the fact that there are things out there that can do a real devastating amount of damage. Not just the reaction to it, the thing itself. And there were all sorts of movies that were created around this, and people were like, what do we do to stop this? I mean, when we were even talking about Ebola, right before this, in 2019, we were talking about the Hot Zone. In fact, they're doing a remake now, the Hot Zone dealing with anthrax. Apparently, there's a new version of the Hot Zone coming out dealing with the anthrax scare. And that's going to be released soon. And we went through the whole thing with Ebola. There's a lot of stuff out there, guys, that would require a massive response to stop it. And the reason that was put into place is in Florida, unlike other states, we have a lot of people coming here from all over the place, literally every day, literally every moment of the day. We have planes arriving here in Orlando from all over the world. And in Miami as well, all over South America. We're the most traveled to state in the whole country because of the entertainment and because it's, sunny and Caribbean-like year-round, especially this time of year. So there was a good reason to have that in place. Now, this particular last year or two wasn't what it was meant for, and that's what, of course, the governor addressed in the recent session. It wasn't meant for this. But it did have a purpose. It wasn't just willy-nilly thrown in there. So, like I said, and like I always say, keep your head on a swivel, pray for each other, lift each other up, use common sense, use good wisdom in whatever you do. I'm a big fan of staying home and watching movies. Have been for a long time. Never was a huge fan of the theater. Never was. Going all the way back to even when I was high school. If we could go rent a movie and pop some popcorn and sit at home on the couch versus going to those sticky seats and floors and all those people. I just didn't like it. Never did. So, but it's real. This is real, and they said it was going to come, and hang on to your hats, folks. I'll leave it there. God bless. Like, share, subscribe.